All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, I told you so will be the type of conversation we'll be having as news has broken out about Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach and the reason why they have not as of yet scheduled it. This was news that came from Knockout Boxing 86 TV on his channel, so I want to make sure I give that acknowledgement up front. But let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach rematch, and the shady side of boxing as information has come out from Knockout Boxing 86 TV, very reputable YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. He's spitting straight facts, not rumors. He's telling you what he got from sources inside the PBC. What they said is going on is that Turki Alashik very badly wants Gervonta Davis to sign with rehab season, and that he is going through all kind of different ways to try to block Gervonta Davis from having any other opportunities other than him. Before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for coming by. And if you don't mind, hey, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 150,000. Also, thank you to everybody that supports on the channel in the super chats and in the super thanks. It's a great way to support the channel. Thank you guys very much. All right, so this subject matter is something that I know a fair amount about and something that I have been suspecting and I had been stating around issues around Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. And I originally said this back in maybe December of last year, of 2026, of 2024. I said that the reason that Gervonta Davis is having a problem is because people are trying to compete and block the venue. I said that people had told me that there were people that were trying to counter program Gervonta Davis in Houston for that fight, right? That's what I had said then. And that was something that I was like, yeah, it kind of seems like that. And why would I believe that? I would believe that, and I would believe that that would be true because that's a standard business practice in boxing. And it's a standard business practice in music. Now, it may be an underhanded one, but it is still one when you block venues or when you put on an event right next to that event on the same weekend. So you can, or if you are, you have a venue, make sure I say this very specifically, if you have a venue that you usually use and they just keep competing for every single solitary weekend, right? That's a way where you keep your competitors from being able to get a foothold and you start trying to crumble their business. Also, people have done that for boxers before, except for they did it informally, which is called doing what? Blackballing you. If you do not fight for a certain promoter, then that promoter is going to go out of their way to try to make sure that you don't have any fights. That's called blackballing. Similar to NBA basketball players, that's called blackballing. When you have somebody like Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, and Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf is a great player, but you don't like his religion. So what do? You blackball him. You put him on the bench. You cut him. When people he tries out for new teams, nobody wants to even give him a tryout, right? Got to go play overseas or something because you get blackballed. So what Knockout Boxing TV said, Knockout Boxing 86 TV said, was that his sources told him that Turki, and he didn't say the specifics as long as I got into the video, but they're trying to stop Gervonta for having other fights, getting in the middle of the fights, because Turki Alashik wants Gervonta Davis on the rehab season cards, right? So if this is true, what is that called? It's called trying to blackball the guy. You're trying to go around and block and block and block and block and block from Gervonta to be able to fight and do his job, and then force him to have to come over there to you. Man, that is a major, 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 major accusation. And it falls completely in line, like I said, with the way the mob used to do business. Because the way that when the mob was running boxing, that's what they had control over. They had control over the venues. And also, you can have competition with the fighter himself. He may be trying to do a fight with Lamont Roach, and they're blocking Lamont Roach or making Lamont Roach another offer to, sweeten the pot. Lamont Roach, come on over here. You made a name with Gervonta, so there's no need to do the rematch. Or Gervonta may try to fight another fighter. Oh, let me try to get that fighter and sign that fighter to not fight Gervonta. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to get a match. There's all kind of different ways that Turki Alashik can go about trying to sabotage somebody's career. And he already told you straight out that he was going to sabotage all of the promoters and all of the networks in the United States. I am still completely and utterly baffled by the positive reception that Turki Alashik got from the boxing boxing media. Except for, I'm not surprised because I know what it is. It's pay for play. And guess what? You also have them dogging Gervonta Davis all through social media on YouTube channels that I've said, and I will continue to say, are completely bought, in my opinion, completely bought and paid for by some PR firm. Man, as a boxing fan, this is very, very disappointing, man. If this is true, you got Turki Alashik on one hand giving us the trashiest card we've ever seen in the most ridiculous setup we've ever seen in Times Square. You have that many big name fighters fighting in front of almost nobody. Ring card boys, it's just crazy. Right? This never seen stuff like this go down, man. And you guys some of y'all just want to ride with it. And you say, hey, man, all money is good money. Man, it's incredible. But look, I don't think they're not going to be able to indefinitely block Gervonta Davis from fighting. That's just not possible. Also, the chance of Gervonta Davis going to the rehab season is very, very small as long as he's watching his money. But I got to tell you, if this is not tearing down a black man, I don't know what is. If this is not an example of tearing a man down because another man wants to control him, other man wants to own him. And man, you guys are signing up for it. You guys are rolling with it. Look, man, it ain't that serious. And who knows, man, how bad this guy is. He may actually start getting into your own personal life and affecting your ability to even get a job if you want to go get a regular job. Turkey's out there blocking you because he's got his eyes on you all the time and he's going to ruin you. You know what I mean? That type of nonsense, man. That type of nonsense. You have to deal with that type of nonsense in the world where a world is run by scumbags. But anyway, I'm very sure Gervonta Davis is going to get a fight date. I am quite sure he's going to have a venue and all of it's going to work out. Hopefully it's Lamont Roach. I never believed that he was going to actually fight Jake Paul. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.